buyer psychology, their value shift. So with prices across all regions rising, buyers are seeing diminishing justification for premium CCR pricing unless it's truly ultra luxury. So well-located RCR unit such as City Fringe Condo now offers similar lifestyle benefit for less. So comparing against CCR price gap, and right now I'm going to put it into a table for you to see it. And right now probably will give you better indication of what I'm talking about. So the left axis, what we see is PSF in $500 denominator. At the bottom are from first quarter 2022, which is the chart just now, the table that we see just now. Right now putting in the graph of first quarter 2025. And dark blues in bar, which is the PSF of CCR, followed by red, which is PSF of RCR, and light blue is PSF of OCR. What we want to focus on is on the gradient line, which is the gaps between comparing to the CCR of each region. All right, and 0% here is basically the neutrality point between different price gap of CCR to either OCR or RCR region. So before the 60% ABSD was established, the gaps between RCR and OCR, which is the one in red, are typically around, like I mentioned just now, 15%. Okay, that's the medium point. And for OCR and RCR, we are seeing about around 30%. And after the ABSD was introduced, we see that the disparity in price gap are pretty much the same. These are lagging indicator, right? Because as you learned just now, they are standalone and increase of launches that happens for the remaining inventory for already launched development. And those CBD launches, they push through the launch anyway despite the ABSD. And that's why the PSF went up. And that was the huge gap between the OCR and CCR as well as the RCR and CCR. And right now, because of the launch that happens in Chuan Park, the Ori, etc., the prices in OCR shoot up tremendously, as well as those in the CCR has a relaunch and drop in prices. Right now they drop. So would you then see this as actually a lagging indicator for what's to come? Remember the law of balance. What goes down will eventually come up, and that's the calibration that we are seeing right now. So your roadmap to success, anticipating and preparing for the future. What you need to do. So anticipating for the future, we need to know what are the upcoming lines, and this could be derived from the LTA master plan as well. So we're going to focus on the very following year, which is 2026. What you have is the Bedok South and the Sungai Bedok area, which is one train station away from Bayshore Township. There's a mixed-use development located here, and then plenty of plots yet to be released as well. So the mixed-use development, or rather the integrated development, which is in blue color, is the same site that was also zoned for the reserve in the past. In Keppel Cantonment and Prince Edward Road as well. Between those stations of the Circle Line, we formed the full circle. The Greater Southern Waterfront is right now coming alive. It has been quiet for the longest time. In fact, in recent news article also shares that there will be 10,000 homes coming up rapidly in the Greater Southern Front location. So planning ahead, looking at all these sites here, there are easily around close to 16 sites here. We want to know which are not the right development size. In short, minimum must at least have 280 units. Safest to at least have 300 units to have this phenomenon that we always practice, or this strategy called transaction volume equals price appreciation. So if there's not enough units, that will not give you the volume, and hence you are seeing price stagnation. And also, what are under UT or urban transformation zones or abiding with urban transformation fundamentals? These are the ones. And within 1K or reputable primary school as well, these are the few. So within a list of 16 plots here, actually there are only probably 50% chance of you getting it right. Okay, and that's the 8 of them. So what should you do right now? Do not panic. We have been here before, right? It's not the first time they are seeing a global challenge that we face. Okay, it's not the first headwind that we face. In fact, the last one was a lot more detrimental because it's life and death, right? Okay, but this time around it's just a recession, or rather projected recession. A task force is built anyway to tackle this problem. Next, make sure that you have solid holding power, at least 5 quarters. Okay, and some of you were saying 6 quarters just now, right? So 6 quarters will be really, really safe. Hold your gunpowder, just like what developers are doing right now. Choose wisely. Not all 16 plots can buy. Follow the successful. Buying smart in a crisis help you to win faster, just like what Warren Buffett say, right? When it's downtime, invest harder and stronger. So next is be open about what you buy. Focus on value, not just on regions. Okay. Look out for leading indicators. Are there key infrastructures in plans as well, just like what we show you in the LTA master plan too. And stick to the transformation fundamentals. Disregard region labels such as CCR, RCR, and OCR. Instead, you want to focus on what are the zones and attributes, and of course, what are the premium meters of the MRT proximity, as well as waterfront view as well. So the golden question here that you should be asking yourself this year is, what should you be doing given the global uncertainty? So just like Morpheus from the Matrix asking you, with what you learned today, will you take the red pill, which is do nothing with what you have learned, or take the blue pill and take action, because right now you learn from the past and hence you are able to make better decisions for the future? Which one are you?